Insulin Nation, and I'm here today with Hannah and Aaron and Jerry the Bear from Sproutel. Hi.
Hello.
Ah! That's fantastic. Hello. I just used the word I was not going to ever use again. Well, thanks for joining us here.
Yeah, absolutely. We're stoked.
Yeah. What can you tell me about your product and how it works?
So Jerry the Bear is an interactive teaching toy for children with type 1 diabetes. So by simply playing, kids master their habits by learning everything from recognizing their symptoms to carb counting. And Jerry connects the web where parents can actually track how children are learning and actually upload the content that matches the child's age level and the diagnosis level. And Aaron can give you a short demo of Jerry the Bear.
Oh, please do.
Yeah, totally. So this is Jerry. He comes with his backpack, and say it's around lunchtime here. Jerry's a little hungry. So first we got to check his blood glucose level. And we do that just by squeezing his hand. Do you want to give it a try?
Yeah.
I'm feeling great.
So Jerry's feeling
Okay.
great. He's at 149. Good place. Let's say he's eyeing some of his foods. He's got all sorts of different foods in here, from chicken to a celery stick to a banana to a juice box.
Nice.
Let's just grab this guy and say we want to feed him this. It's a juice box. He can just go.
Yummy.
And he'll recognize what food it is. And then to give him insulin, since we just gave him food and he was in a good place, we just got to tap on one of his sites with his pen, and he'll auto-calculate. You just press the check mark.
You're really good at this.
Tells us we did a great job. And then
Positive
you could-
reinforcement.
There you go.
Yep.
And then you could press his ear to play games, hear jokes, hear stories, just generally have a good time.
So really, it's an educational tool, but also about helping a diabetic child with their identity.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So it's we see it as sort of an educational tool, but also a little bit of a coping mechanism. So
Right.
it helps kind of complete a circle of empathy. You know,
Right.
if you're totally passive, your parents are pricking you and they're sticking you. It's hard to understand why it's happening because you can't do it to yourself.
Right.
So by giving you something to hands-on practice, okay, I'm doing this on Jerry. It helps kids understand, okay, my parents are doing this to me just like I'm doing this to Jerry.
Right.
I love Jerry, I'm taking care of Jerry just
Right.
like my parents love
So
me.
it's like making you responsible for someone else, even though you are not old enough yet to be responsible for yourself.
Exactly.
So when the time comes, you'll be used to it and you'll sort of take over from your
Yeah.
parents
Exactly.
in a healthy way.
Yes.
Right. Oh, that's great. Now, who do you think will benefit from this? Who are you hoping will, like a classroom, I suppose, or families, obviously, maybe educators, maybe, I don't know. I mean, there seems to be a very big market.
Yeah, so we see it as, first and foremost, a tool for parents, and children. So for children to learn, for parents to have something to start a conversation with their children, to make times when they're pricking their fingers or injections a little bit easier. Let's try this on Jerry first, and then
Right.
then it's your turn. But it's definitely, we've had a lot of interest from both diabetes educators and teachers. Especially for teachers in a classroom where there's a child who has diabetes and a class of kids who they have to explain, why
Right.
this child gets some special treatment.
Right. So it's
that-
good for show and tell.
Absolutely, absolutely. And for diabetes educators, kind of a tool for that first point of first diagnosis to explain some things.
Right.
And to kind of talk to a child in a way that's at their level, and something
Right.
they can understand, not in sort of these medical jargony terms which just
Right.
float right over their head.
Right.
I think they already use different play sessions to teach kids with diabetes already.
Yeah.
And we see Jerry the Bear as like a better tool to use in that existing session. So it's definitely that's an area.
It's
that we're looking
interactive,
at.
and it's friendly, and it's sort of comforting. Oh, where is it available? Where can you
Oh,
get
totally.
You can go to our website at jerrythebear.com. You can just click the button and get Jerry the Bear now, and you can join our beta bears that is coming up in March. But our full launch is going to be next year in July.
it? Wow.
Yes, we're having a run of our first production run of bears. About 175 bears
Wow.
are going to be up for beta, and these are going to be really, really cool. This bear.
I mean, I even like the head, the way that it moves, and how it's like sort of, and not stiff. It's actually, it looks very,
It's emotive.
huggable. Right. It goes a long way, honestly.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
these next round of bears, they're, what you saw was kind of a demo of a standalone bear.
Mhm.
And these next ones basically link up to a parent's mobile phone.
Nice.
And so you can see, okay, my child played with Jerry for 34 minutes today.
Right.
They learned about carb counting, but they're having a little bit of trouble identifying hypoglycemic symptoms.
Right.
Here's a conversation I can engage. And also then for the kid end, here's a whole bunch of new games around these things
Right.
that I'm getting from the phone to the bear. So the content is never really stale. It's
Right.
not saying that same phrase that's like annoying parents and driving them crazy.
Right.
It's fresh and exciting.
It's also interesting, like a child is probably a lot less likely to forget their favorite bear than they are their test kit or their, you know what I mean? It's like, it teaches good habits right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would think, I don't know. Have you given any thought to whether this might be appropriate for other diseases?
Absolutely. So, as I said before, our company is Sproutel, and what our mission really is to create toys for children, for sort of a broad audience of individuals who are living with a chronic illness.
Chronic illness, right.
That help them learn and cope through play. And so we see sort of type 1 diabetes as our first foray, but we're also really looking into asthma and childhood obesity as two other
interesting.
chronic illnesses which affect a really, really broad amount of people. And
Right.
there's really a lot of room for education early on or even education later in life that can help people learn.
Right. Oh, I love it. Well, thanks again.
No, thank you.
Yeah.